Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Schoolboy, and I'm here just doing a Q&A random live. And y'all can ask me questions about what is going on in the social media world right now, and or what y'all want to know or ask me. Now, if it get too personal, I'm not answering the question. So just know that there's just certain things about my life that I'm going to keep private and sacred, um, because it's none of y'all business. So if y'all have a question y'all want to ask me, or if y'all have something that you want to know about me, or a question about something, a hot topic or something that has happened this week, go ahead and ask it, and I will answer it, and I'll give my opinion on it, and we'll go from there. So if y'all want to ask a question, go away. Hurry up and go ahead and ask those questions that you want to know about me. They pop up on the screen. I'll show the question and then I'll answer it. Like once again, I'll tell you this: if it's personal, in regards to the person that I'm dating right now, we have already decided that happy wife, happy life. Nothing about that relationship would be discussed publicly because that's none of y'all business. But if y'all got a hot topic y'all want me to talk about, or answer a question on, or y'all got something y'all want to ask me, please drop it in the chat and I will pull up the comment and I will answer it. So it's about 5 of y'all in here, so I know somebody nosy as hell. Ask me a question because I know y'all got some questions. I would be remiss to think that none of y'all just don't have questions about me that y'all would like to know. If not, then I'm just gonna randomly pick some hot topics offline instead. So I'm gonna give y'all a few minutes to either come up with a question, type a question in, or what have you. So y'all gonna ask me a question? Hey, princess. I've said this for the last 2 minutes, y'all. If y'all have a question about me, or a question that y'all want to ask me, or a question about a hot topic, please drop the question in the chat. Hey, princess. Oh, thank you, Veronica. I'm glad that I make y'all laugh. And y'all can ask me about any of these shows that I watch too. If y'all follow me on Twitter, I tweet a lot about different shows that are on, and I will randomly. And somebody said early to me on what did y'all say to me? Somebody said something about, oh, did I think the proposal? I didn't think the proposal was ghetto. They didn't think the proposal was ghetto with Chevelle and Quaylen. I thought the proposal was ghetto because number one, you browbeat that man in to proposing to you, and I just think I know the shit ain't gonna work. So how old am I? I am 34 years old. I will be 35 on March 22nd. I was born in 86, so I am an 80s baby. My life, I grew up in the 90s, so I love that era. Hey, Miss Mabel. What I think about Marie? I like Marie. I do like Marie because Marie brings the mess and the bullshit, and we need that on the show. I think Marie does have a lot of unresolved issues. I think that shows in her relationship with her son. Because I really feel like when he was in the therapy session, I think the nigga just really was just there. Oh, I shouldn't even have said the N word. I just think that he was there, and I think that he just kind of was like, I'm here, but I gotta keep my mom entertained. I'm gonna say what I need to say to her to get her to keep giving me these coins and paying for me and all my damn kids and maturing. So I'm just doing that. I mean, Marie's good, but Marie has a problem with women. I think she has the same syndrome that Candace Diller has. They have unrequited issues with their mothers, and they need to really work on that and heal themselves, because you can't be a boss in every other aspect of your life but your personal life. You can't. To me, you're not a boss if you can't handle your home life. That's a little bit too much. Hey, Miss Bernice. Chevelle has an interesting shaped body. Okay, I took a picture of that and I put that on Instagram. If y'all follow me on Instagram and y'all follow me on Twitter, she has an interesting shaped body, which is really just I yeah, and I seen some pictures. Now there is something that I retweeted on my Twitter of a picture of her. Like when I mean this picture, she was hella light. She was light as hell. And looking at her versus now, it really, I was like, okay, how your skin, what was going on there? Were you using cremation #5? I don't know what was going on there, but I guess it's just, I don't know. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I cringe. I have to make light of some of the topics because sometimes we are heavy on some of the topics on the panel. And so we have to, I have to make light of some things because it's kind of hard. Yes, Marie is trying too hard. She reminds me of Jen Shaw off of Salt Lake City. They want this big personality because they've seen the Nene leaks. You've seen the Vicky Gungelsons. You've seen the Teresa Giudices of Housewives, and you're trying to give us that, and that's cool. Bring us the mess, but at the same time, when you are kind of a mess too, it doesn't really work out for me that well. It's just kind of like a, I'm just, um, and I will say that scene where her and her son at the table, I felt like that was a fake scene. That was just me. I just felt it was real fake and it was real forced. But that's just me. Who I don't who you talking about? What princess? Elaborate. I'm missing that. Miss Mabel, that's what I said. Ain't no hell, no way. I would have been paying for him, his babies, the baby mamas. You see how the one baby mama was like, "Oh well, I need a tutor for school," so that was code for I need you to pay for the tutor. I just want to know where are the baby mama's parents at? Where are their parents at in this whole entire situation? Because she's doing it all and she's paying for everybody. So I just want to know. And I do want to say this also that her husband Cedric was emasculated straight up by the friend Essie. Like she just took that man balls and she just had his balls in his hands. I felt bad for him. So I mean, low key, I would have went to Anguilla too. I would have went to Anguilla too for about 2-3 weeks. You know, okay? You got these kids here. You stressing me out. I would have been out there. Hey, Monica. Yes, I am an Aries, and y'all give us Aries bad raps. We are not bad people. Okay, we are not bad people. We are very passionate and we love very hard. Just don't play with who we love, our money, and anything else like that. And y'all, you good. If you do a little bit too much, you get beat up. That's just how it goes. So since I watch Housewives, would I be okay if they cancel Orange County? Absolutely. I think Orange County and I think Atlanta needs to go away. I think it needs to go away for at least give us like a year or two. That way y'all can really, really, really dive deep. Find some women, first of all, that are good affluence, good money, actual storylines, and something that we actually really want to see on TV. I think that right now we're just a little bit grasping at straws on both franchises. I seen some ish about Kenya talking about what did she say? Something about no, Portia was talking about Kenya diaper booty. We know Kenya booty ain't real, okay? We know Kenya booty ain't real. We don't have to establish that. I just think that I think at this point you've gone all as far as you can go with both casts, and you just really need to find some people with personality and money and that actually live the true lifestyle. Yeah, I kind of give a kitty licking thing with Marie and Essie too. It's just a little bit too much. I just I don't yeah, that's I don't know what's going on there. Um oh, your daughter says she likes me so much because I'm an Aries. Yeah, we're yeah, we a different set of type of people. Yeah, we're different. We're very, very different, but we're very loving people. We just don't take a lot of ish from people. And we don't like people to mess with people that we really love. So I don't know. Princess, yeah, somebody is getting licked. I don't know what's going on between Essie and, you know what, and Marie. I was sitting there watching it today, and I was cool, and I know we're reviewing this tomorrow with the panel, so I'm not gonna do a whole lot on Bell Collective, talking about Bell Collective. I'm trying not to say too much. But I do believe that today, when I was watching the brunch, I was sitting there looking, and I was thinking about like how Marie like got up, and I was cool. I was there for her having Letitia back, because you know that Kaylon, that wasn't about boo. They was talking about racial injustice. They was talking about colorism, ma'am. And you see, once again, being a Karen, you went there and you made it about you and your people. And I think that was what irritated me the most. Instead of you listening and absorbing it, and that might have been cool. Your people, you and your family may not have done anything, you know, racial or treated anybody bad, and it may not have happened in front of you, ma'am. But you took and turned that moment into you, and that was taken away from Letitia announcing the Ferris Street thing, and that was really like I was like, ooh, I was like, why, man? That just put a bad taste in my mouth. But I'll elaborate more about that tomorrow on the actual panel when we talk about that in Love and Marriage Huntsville, because I don't want to get into that, and I don't want to be angry this evening. Like this is Saturday. I'm just trying to chill. You didn't like Real Housewives of Potomac this past year. I'm not gonna say I didn't like it. I didn't like the way they treated Monique this past season, and because I know so much stuff about Giselle, I never liked Giselle from the jump. So I'll just be honest, I didn't like her. I probably never ever will like Giselle. There's nothing that Giselle can do to get me to like her, because I just don't like her, and I don't like her spirit, and she's a very nasty person, and so therefore I'm not gonna like her, and y'all can't browbeat me into liking her. And I think for me that was the biggest thing that really pissed me off about this year, and how Andy Cohen has not apologized to that woman. Y'all was mad disrespectful to that woman. I don't give a damn. Y'all was disrespectful. And and that's just my feeling. Now, I think, you know, because, you know, Karen is probably gonna make me watch it because I really want her to read Giselle for filth, excuse me, because I can't stand Giselle. And Karen does know where the bones lie with Giselle. And Giselle is still online popping ish, because I've heard that she's word on the curb. She's on the line doing that online. And as well, I seen the article about in People magazine about Candace selling the home that's in National Harbor. Now I do know a little bit of tea about those homes. Now those homes back in 2014 when they were built, okay, those homes are not even a good 6 years old. Well, 7. So yeah, they're about 6 or 7 years old. Those houses started at $800,000 to $900,000, and she's only selling it for $900K to I think about $1 million. So they're really not getting that much profit in it. I don't know what kind of more. I don't know what's going on with that, but I find it interesting. But y'all know that's Dorothy house anyway, so Dorothy getting, you know, paid off of that, and she probably need some of that money to go ahead for the rest of that money that they put on that house that they live in Kentland, which is on the border between PG County and Montgomery. So Prince George's County and Montgomery County, which really is actually on the line of near the hood. Now, it ain't no gated community. Don't get it twisted, and don't let her fans tell you that it is. I know exactly where it is. And it's not all that. It's not all that. Velma, go ahead and catch up on Bell Collective. It's picking up a little bit. I think this week's episode was just a little bit. I I just didn't know I didn't know why the Kalon was there. I just didn't understand why the white woman was there. I understand Antoinette needed a friend to be there, and I understand Latrice wasn't gonna come. I get it. Latrice with the hair issue with Marie, I get it. But I just didn't see why Kalon was there. I don't understand that. And Princess, yes, she should not have been there. I don't know why she was there. And even if she did, the moment was not about you, and you made it about you. And this is, and I'm trying not to offend nobody white in the chat, because I love my white people too. I love y'all too. But when it comes down to degrading our history and trying to make it seem like it wasn't a part of American history, that's the part that irritated me. I think that was, oh my God, we didn't do that. We just didn't treat, we don't treat black. Okay, yeah, but your ancestors and your forefathers did. And we was kings and queens in our own country. We didn't ask to come here. So y'all brought us here and enslaved us. And I think that's where she was missing it. She took that personal and made it about her. Once again, the woman should have not been there. I don't understand that. Would I ever do reality TV? Hell no. I like my peace too much, and I like my privacy. I would never subject my partner to that. I love her too much for that, and I don't think our personal business is not anybody's personal business. I even love y'all to death, but our relationship is not y'all business. I will not be disclosing that. And it's a bit of a privacy, because now I'm choosing to be public online about my stuff. And by being on Monica's platform, it has opened up a lot of things for me. And, I'm not going to put her or our future children in that harm's way, or my family. Because here's the thing. You've watched this on everything with anybody who's put their family on TV. This is from the Braxtons to the Kardashians to anybody else that has done reality TV. It tears up families, especially the Braxtons. It tears up families. It unmasks a lot of ish that is hidden within families, and a lot of dirt. And if you don't want your business put on Front Street, don't get on reality TV. How can you sell something that doesn't belong to your mother, not to you? Ms. Mabel, I believe that I think Candace's might be a co-signer, or like she might be on the deed of the house, but Dorothy may be the person that, is the one that's actually selling it. Just because who in the hell wants to pay 3 mortgages? Remember, Dorothy lives in Georgia. So Dorothy's having to pay her own mortgage in Georgia. I'm quite sure she's paying a new mortgage, because Candace and them, come on. Chris still selling fish plates. So, and then, you have that other property. And right now with a pandemic, she's probably not getting anybody to rent it. And she may not even want to make that a rental property. It's a lot being a renter. Of the whole Housewives franchise, do you have a favorite housewife? Ooh. Damn. Actually, I don't. I have multiple housewives that I like. Now I have different ones that I like on different franchises. Now I liked Vicky, and I liked Tamara on OC. I liked Carolyn Manzo on New Jersey, and I liked Rosie, I think, which was like the cousin or whatever. And Rosie wasn't even a damn housewife, but I did like Rosie. I liked who else did I like? On Atlanta, I liked Nene before all of the nose jobs. So I think like Nene, I don't know when she got her first nose job. I don't know if that was like season 5, 6. I liked the Lenithia in the beginning, and before she became Rich Biatch, Nene. So I did like her at one point. I liked Lisa Wu a little bit. I've always loved Portia, because I always thought she was fine. I loved Monique Samuels. I still do. From Potomac. Other than that, that's pretty much it. I don't like none of them heifers on New York. I don't care. Except for Bethany. Take that back. I loved Bethany. But other than that, you could throw that. Those are pretty much the housewives I liked. I really didn't like everybody. See, I didn't go back and watch Love and Marriage Huntsville from the beginning. I'm just picking it up right where we're at when we're doing the reviews with the panel. And that's only because I used to watch Monica spill tea on them. And then a couple of videos that she did with Tasha K in regards to their drama. So that's how I kind of kept up on it, and Funky Dineva. So there were certain YouTubers that I watched, and that was how I kept up on the show. But I'm just picking up right where it is. It looks like, I mean, it's reality TV. Come on, y'all. Y'all know it. They're going to give a little bit of extra sauce on it, a little bit of extra stank on it, because it's reality TV, and they want to get y'all to interact and kind of get, kind of get into it a little bit more. So I mean, hell, I don't put nothing past it. But I did see the clip of tonight when I watched it, see how Martell had just like popped up a melody shit and didn't even call. Nigga didn't even call. He just pulled up. I was like, this fool right here, what is wrong with him? But hey, that's just me. I think that, well, let's be real. When you open your life up to YouTube and you start to be a public figure, people tend to want to be in your business a little bit more. First of all, she will be my wife in the future. She will have her own business and stuff like that, and I don't want anything that I'm doing online to affect her and or my children in the future. And so I'm very mindful of that. And plus, I don't want her privacy encroached because I'm choosing to be open with y'all and being seen on social media. Let's be real. Monica has a lot of subscribers, a lot of teacups. Y'all have a lot. Y'all come through every single night. We can have at least 3,000 to 4,000 people in the live. And so I don't want her life to be invaded. And as I'm getting older, I'm about to be 35 next month, y'all. Privacy is a must. When I was younger, I used to post any and everything about my mate, pictures and all of that. I don't do that much now. Yeah, some of y'all may have seen her on like my Instagram stories or fleets, which they only last 24 hours. But from now on, y'all probably won't even get those. Y'all will see like when I talk about her on, Twitter or IG or something like that. But other than that, y'all will not know my business. I love her, and that's just a privacy that I have to think. Miss Mabel says, I agree. I'm white and I would not expect to be invited to an event like that. And then you're a whole relative of Jefferson Davis, the president of the Confederacy. Ew. See, and like I said, I just felt like, now I don't know if that was a setup by production. I don't know if that was a setup by Carlos King. And they said, oh yeah, you got to bring Kaylon. I don't know what Kaylon's capacity is on the show. I'm assuming she's going to work for Antoinette in her dentist office, which is cool. That's fine. I just think kind of inserting the white woman into certain things when we're talking about the history, the museum, I was a little kind of confused of, and like I said, this is no pun against my white people. I love y'all. I love the ones that are really able to have those candid conversations, that are really willing to learn. But she immediately took the defense, and I think that's what probably turned me off. Yeah, that's true. What do I think about Bling Empire? I love it. The reason why I love Bling Empire is because it's people with actual money. Shmoney. When I mean money is long. And I love Anna because Anna reminds me of Anna is one of them people that she will directly shade you and just sit there like as if like I don't even need to address why I'm shading you, because Heffa, you know why I'm shading you. I loved Anna, and I love the fact that the narration, the way that came off, it came in with, a guy who was regular degular schmegular. He was adopted by a Caucasian family in America who didn't come from money. And he happened to be this, handsome model. And he fell into meeting these other Asian socialites that have money. I like Kane. I think I like Kane's shoe collection. I think that's really why I like Kane, because like I'm a shoe head and I love shoes. And if I had a shoe collection that looked that dope and on the walls and just like crazy, it was cool to see people. And even though they are hella rich, they still have relatable storylines. And I think that's what kind of drew me into it. And the production is good. I mean, it's Netflix. I mean, and even though people complaining about, I know the price is going up. I mean, I got to pay $20 and stuff. I'm pissed about that. Okay, I remember when we started at 10. How we got to 20? Jesus, let me know. And that's 20 with the taxes. That's why I'm adding the $20. I don't know how we got that far, but you know, I mean, Netflix, you've got a lot of competition now. Cord cutting is the main thing. A lot of people are not doing cable anymore. It's just not worth it. I haven't had cable in, I think, about like 2.5 years. So I mean, I don't even think I even give a damn about cable like that. What do you think about Heather from OC? I really don't. I mean, like I said, the personalities on OC were very problematic for me, and that's probably why I didn't really like it this year. And I hadn't been watching it, like I said, since Vicky left. So the only time that I really knew about things that were going on was since then, when we have been discussing it on the panel. But I don't really, other than that, I don't care about OC like that. Because I really felt like they lost some big personalities when they lost Tamara and Vicky. Those were really huge personalities. Do I think Karen? Oh, Karen is already a new target. They beefed. Her and Giselle been beefing online for several weeks. I heard that Karen is talking ish on her YouTube. I'm definitely gonna go over there and check that out because it's a video on that. I think DJ Richie Scott dropped a video on that earlier, talking about how Giselle was how Karen was capping on Giselle. And, you know, Giselle's got this defense that, oh, Karen needs to leave me alone, you know, because she don't really know me and that friendship is not going to be repairable. Giselle, nobody wants to be your friend. Let's just keep it 100. Nobody wants to be your friend, man. You're nasty, you're vile, and nobody wants to be your friend. And that's just, you know, hey. I love Bethany too. I think Bethany checked out of it. And then I think Bethany outgrew it. And Bethany, you know, she got her businesses. She went through that bad, nasty divorce. I think Bethany did her time on New York, and it was time for her to go. I love Bethany. I still do. Her podcast is pretty good too. Listen to it every now and then. Yes, I do. I love Caroline Manzo and I loved Rosie. I love that dynamic, but you know, the mess with Dina and then Teresa, and I really think Caroline just was not for the ish with Teresa. I'm glad they came together last year to get that Super Bowl commercial coin, because that was you know, that was growth. That tells you right there, like, look, I don't have to like your ass, but I'm gonna sit up here and get this coin with you. That's what I am finna do. But I respect that. What do you think about Michael and Sarah on Life After Lockup? Do you think they're truly done, or should she go? Sarah ain't done. And I'm gonna tell you why Sarah ain't done. I know people that have gotten divorces from people that refuse to sign paperwork. Okay. All you do is you go down there, especially when you don't have a valid address for somebody and they all over the place and they jumping back and forth in and out around the corner. What you do is you go down there, you file that stuff. Okay. And everybody knows whoever files first has the upper hand. All she got to do is go down there and file the paperwork. Say, I don't know where he lives. Because it's legit. She don't know where he lives. One time he with Maria. Next time he with this girl, that girl. I don't know where he lives. What they do is they put it in paper for 90 days. After 90 days, if he don't respond to it, she automatically gets her divorce. Sarah and Michael gaslight each other. They still want to be with they still love each other and want to play these games back and forth like high school. And word on the curb was the dude Malcolm was not even a real boyfriend or anything like that. He was just some dude that he was some kind of actor, and he had a record for selling drugs too, apparently. And I found that out on Soap Dirt. So it's just like, you know, them two, it's toxic and it's ghetto. It's ghetto love. It's what we see every day in the hood. It's just ghetto love. Yes, Miss Bernice. Sarah will be going back. She's sprung. She's sprung. And she keep using them kids. And, and that's where I keep saying, I don't like it when women use children, because children don't ask to be here. They're kids. They don't ask to be here. But why use the children as pawns? That's just trash. Hey, Margie. You're in Aries too? See, my birthday is March 22nd. Aries are cool people. You need to get you one. Get you a friend that's an Aries. We go hard for who we love. You had Netflix when they had DVDs. They still do got that. Actually, you still can add that component, I believe. Because I was just on there the other day and I was like, you can still do DVDs. Believe it or fact, a lot of people still are doing DVDs to. Hey, my mama got VHS tapes from all of the old Disney movies from back in the day when we was kids. Okay, don't ask me why my mama still got that. I don't even know. They need to cast the shows based on the Bling Empire cast. Miss Bernice, I do think so. Here's the thing. And I did state this on one of the lives this past week on Monica's page. I don't remember what day that was. Go back if y'all missed it. If you missed the live, Scholars and Teacups, go back. I can't remember what day that was. I did say that they have Bravo's gotten lazy with the production, and so it's not the same as it used to be. Now, back in the day, they did really actually thoroughly do good casting. They don't do it anymore. It's pretty much lazy, to me. And the production is lazy. So you kind of get what you get. I don't know. Black Friday. I haven't been out on Black Friday in forever. I just be honest with y'all. I ain't got time to be fighting nobody. Shoot, I get on Cyber Monday and order some stuff in my drawers. I'm not going out there to fight with them crazy people. And with what's going around in the panoramic, I really ain't fooling online with it. Grand Diva Simmons says Vicky, Tamara, and Bethany were all my top favorites too. I didn't watch OC this season because I really don't like Kelly Dodd. I can't stand Kelly Dodd. So that's all I'm gonna say. I couldn't stand Kelly Dodd. I don't like Kelly Dodd. I don't. Kelly's not Kelly. She. Who she reminds me of this past week that we seen in the news. Courtside Karen that was heckling with LeBron James that got exited right on out the door. Yeah, that's what I get. That's what I get from there. No, you gotta keep them DVDs, girl. Shoot. Because if something happened to this internet and it get cut down, at least you got something to watch. You better keep them DVDs. I'm just saying. Mirage Bond, you still got DVDs, CDs, VHS. Oh, see, that's why I said on the outage. When you had an outage, you need something to watch. I'm telling you, I had an outage, let's say weekend before last, Spectrum. I don't know, somebody hit a line somewhere near me, and I ain't had no internet. And I had it, but when the kids come over and ask you, you got any Wi-Fi? Uncle, you got any Wi-Fi? You ain't got the Wi-Fi. You got to explain to them kids why you ain't got no Wi-Fi. That ain't my fault, to get mad at the Spectrum people. The world's greatest entertainer. You said everybody hates Kelly Dodd. I don't think everybody hates Kelly Dodd. There's always going to be a niche of people that will justify people's ignorance. And I think she has a certain class of people that she speaks to that justify her ignorance. It's just Bravo's allowing people to get a little bit too crazy on these TV shows. That's all. They just allowing them people to do whatever they want to do, and it's really sad. So what else y'all want? If I could interview any housewife, who would it be? That's a good question, Ms. Mabel. I feel like that Jeopardy song playing in my head. Wow, I had to really think about that one. I would definitely want to interview Monique because I like her vibe, and plus she's into the essential oils and stuff like that, and the meditation and all that other good stuff. I would want to interview her, and then I think my next one that I would want to interview would probably be Bethany Frankel because I do like Bethany, and I would want to interview her and ask her some questions. So that's cool. Oh, and I probably want to interview Portia just because I would want to look at her because she's fine. Kids, what are those? They don't come over here. My nephews come over here every now and then, and you know, they got energy, and I just don't be having it. Well, now that I done lost weight and I'm skinnier, I probably can catch them. But when I was overweight, I wasn't catching them kids like that. Them kids, but they were always behaved with me because they knew Unky didn't play that, so I didn't play them games. Yes, my nephews call me Unky. It's kind of like a cross between auntie and uncle, so that's kind of what we do. You know, it would be Portia. It would be Portia. Just because I love Portia's growth. I think Portia showed a lot of growth over time. And I've met Claudia Jordan. And she really wasn't even a housewife. Was she a housewife, or she was just a friend of the show? I mean, so there's not too many of them that I really actually like that I would really want to interview. What do you think of the ALC live? I think she told the truth. I mean, the ALC has always been telling the truth from jump. You know, the ALC, her and her, I forgot all the reps' names. They're Democrats that believe in socialism. I believe there's nothing wrong with socialism. It would be interesting if we had a socialist society. But socialism is probably not going to work in the United States because it's not anything that we've ever had. We've always had democracy. And so socialism, you know, you're going to pay a lot more in taxes because what socialism in turn does is just basically keeps everybody on the same level playing field. Nobody can have more than anybody else. So I don't just really see that working, but I believe that it was true. I do believe that their lives were in danger. I do believe and everything that she said about they were scared to go with them because they thought that they were going to lead them to losing their life. And I believe it 100%. This is America, in the words of Childish Gambino. And you could take that how you want to see it. Little Women, I haven't been able to, I need to catch up on it tonight. It came on. So I got to switch to another app to watch it and catch up on kind of the episodes. But I do like the show. It's ratchet. I like it. And it gives you a different perspective. The Tiny Twins is from Dallas. So a lot of times they do a lot of club appearances down here. So I've seen them a lot at strip clubs, or they do little club appearances around here. Would you interview music artists? If so, which ones? The ones with talent. And that's not shade. And a lot of the ones that I would have wanted to do interviews with are dead and gone. One would have been Michael Jackson. Another one would have been Prince. I would love to do an interview with Janet. Because I love that she gives that whisper tea when she sings. Because she really, I'm not even gonna shade Janet, but we know Janet not for her vocal abilities. Okay, we know her for her performance abilities. I wouldn't mind interviewing her. It would have to be artists that have really set the tone for the game. It would not be people without talent. I would not. Yes, there are, just like there's progressive Democrats and progressive Democrats too are different. They kind of have values of Republican conservative values as well. So you have a little bit of a niche. Me, I will tell y'all right now, I'm an independent. And I really don't talk politics with a lot of people. And the reason why I don't talk politics is because my military background. And when I was in the Air Force, we didn't talk about that. That was one thing in the military. You were not allowed to talk about race, religion, and politics, because there's so many people in the military from various backgrounds, and it's not for you to really be out there, I guess, judging or saying a little bit too much. So I try not to talk on those things, because people don't all think the same on those things, and you can offend people very easily. So those are conversations that I really don't need to talk about. What brought me to Dallas? Ooh. Family, actually. When I first came to Texas, I came to Texas in 2010. If y'all watched my coming out video, I moved to Maryland first, and then after my grandfather passed in 2000, he passed in 2009. So he passed the week before Christmas. I moved. He passed away in the house. So actually, I gave him CPR in the house. He was talking to my grandmother. My grandmother was actually coming to Texas on a trip to visit her brother, because it was her brother and her husband's her brother's anniversary with his wife, and they were talking, and he got up and he was saying something, and she asked him, "Oh, well, Herbert, go do something for me." And when he got up, he immediately hit the floor. He had a massive, pretty much his heart stopped beating. He had a massive heart attack, and he died right there in the house. At the time, I was on the phone with an ex-girlfriend, and my grandmother was screaming and crying, and I ran out there and I did CPR on him, and he coded in the house, I think about 2 or 3 times. And then by the time the ambulance got him there, he coded in the ambulance like 3 or 4 times. And so as we went to the hospital, he wound up, my grandparents have always had their bodies donated to science, in which I have my body donated to science. So meaning when I die, my wife or partner would actually just call a number, and they would come pick up my body and my skin, anything, eyeballs, anything that someone needs or is in need of or waiting on a transplant list. They will take those organs and they will use those organs to save someone else's life. So his daughter at the time, she said, keep resuscitating him. My grandmother was like, no, stop, because you're burning up his chest, because you don't realize when they use the paddles and they're doing that, they're burning up your chest, like literally your chest is like bacon. So at that time he went into he wasn't responding, and he stayed on, I think she kept him on the ventilator 24 hours, and the next day she pulled the ventilator, and he passed. After that, my grandmother didn't want to stay in the house. It was kind of like creepy because he had died in there. So we packed up and we moved. First, we moved to Sherman, which is a small town. It's like 45 minutes outside of Dallas. No, it's like an hour. I'll say like an hour, about an hour. And I lived out there, small town. Everybody knew everybody's business. And me and my family don't get along. Of course, I'm a lone wolf, kind of like Black Sheep. When you gay and you out my family, it's a problem because everybody's into the religion. So I didn't stay out there very long. And in 2014, I had roommates and I moved to McKinney, and then I lived in Anna for a little bit. And then in 2018, I moved to Dallas, and I've been in Dallas since then. Technically, I'm in the North Dallas area, kind of near Addison. I'm actually in the middle of it, and I'm less than 2 miles from the Galleria Mall, the Dallas Galleria Mall. So that's kind of like how I got here. And I really don't fool with my family like that, so I'll just be honest. Do I have a favorite book? Eric Jerome Dickey's book Between Lovers was my favorite book. I don't have a favorite song because there's too many songs that I actually like. You might as well say all of 80s to 90s R&B, everything. And my favorite movie is every lesbian stud's favorite movie, Love and Basketball. I know all the lines in the movie. Now, if that's stereotypical gay, then I'm it. How did I become all about how Grand Diva Simmons asked me, how did you become a part of All About the Tea? That's where I first saw you, even though you're younger than my son. You are a young version of me, LOL. Following Monica on social media, I don't even know how. I started following Monica on Twitter, and I started seeing these articles. I'm like, who is this All About the Tea lady? And I just started following, and I started retweeting her articles, and I would write funny retweets, and she started getting in my DMs, and we would talk, and she would ask me questions, and I would ask Monica about, hey, I seen something so and so on somebody blog. Is this true? I don't know, because I don't know if I believe them. I don't really, and she would tell me yes or no, or she was like, I'm still trying to verify that information. So, and we just built a bond off of that. And then all of a sudden, a couple of times I just came on a couple of her lives for reviews for, I think it was Potomac, and reviews for Roa, I believe, or I think it was just Potomac. And, she pushed me to start having a YouTube. I trust and believe she sees a vision in me that I still don't see. I'm trusting God, and I'm trusting the vision that she sees. But hey, that's how I ended up, kind of like doing this whole blog thing. What type of foods do I enjoy? Anything that's greasy and fattening, but since I have dieted and changed the way that I eat, I don't eat as bad as I used to. But like, my favorite food is macaroni and cheese. If you can make it good where it ain't nasty, I'm good. So Veronica Reeves is asking me, do you think women who are divorced for over 3 years from a 25-year marriage can love again? Anybody's capable of loving again. You just have to be ready to actually do that. I tell people all the time, if you really love somebody, or if you're looking to be in love, I did this cool thing. Tony Robbins is a life coach, and he's done life coaching for many, many people. I happened to come across him while I was in therapy, and he has this self-help thing about finding your mate and your partner. And there's an exercise where you sit down and you write down everything that you're trying to manifest, and what you manifest, or what you want in a partner, and what you're looking for in a partner, and you envision it like you're like on a vision board, and you continue to work on yourself, heal yourself. And I always tell people also, date too. You're not going to be able to to find anybody if you don't open up to the idea of dating. And a lot of times you got to trust your intuition. When you meet somebody and it seems a little bit of funny, or it's just not what you want, don't be afraid to let it go. And also date multiple people. That's why it's called dating, everybody. You date more than one person until you decide which one that you seriously want to see on a more exclusive basis. Don't throw all your eggs in one basket. I used to do that a lot, and I realized that you can't do that. You can't operate like that. But I do definitely believe in the manifestation. I also wrote a letter to my future wife while I was in therapy. And you do that so that the day that you actually get married, that person opens that up, because that is the letter that you wrote to them before you decided to marry them. I think manifestation is very, very important. I also think self-care and self-love is important, because you set the tone of what you're going to attract. Your energy is what you attract. The law of attraction is very much so real. This is why you see a lot of people on these reality shows that attract the type of people they attract. It's because their energy is off. How long have I been in my present relationship? It'll be 4 months this month. In lesbian years, that's a very long time. But technically, I guess it's like this. You'll end up when dating and loving when you're healed is different than dating when you're broken. I will say that. It feels different. It's not the same. And it gives a different vibe to it. There's a lot of things that you do that's really unspoken, and you don't even have to say that you're in a relationship. So I'll say that. That's just what it is. You can try. You can try. Definitely, Veronica, you can try. You just have to, this is the thing. Self-care should always be first for you. Self-love and self-worth. Always exercise, eat right, meditate, manifest. You can have anything you want if you believe it. If as long as you believe in it, you can have anything. Love is love. The world's greatest entertainer. I want to be a part of All About the Tea, but I don't want to seem pushy and shy. Hey, my grandma said, closed mouth don't get fed. So if you don't ask, you'll never know. So don't be afraid to just ask. And if not, I mean, just call in. We love to hear from you, the world's greatest entertainer. I love your shade. The shade is real. I love it. I love it. Hey, Bishop. Get 51. How about the Rona? Shoot, me and Boo get creative with it. We have date night where like I'll be in one room, and like if I'll be in my bedroom, she'll be in the bedroom at her house. Like one night I was watching a photograph, and she was watching some movie at her house, and we was on FaceTime, just chilled out on FaceTime with each other watching a movie. And every now and then I get that googly stupid face that you make when you really you know when you love them, you get that little stupid face. And, we'll say hey to each other. We look at each other and, those are things that we do. I make date nights at home at my house. Rose petals, candles. We'll sit down and we'll have a whole picnic in front of the fireplace. We'll watch a movie. I go over there. I stay the night over there. She'll make me breakfast. I'll kick it with her and the dogs. We find different ways to be creative. Sometimes, even if you in the same room in the house, one of y'all go into the living room, one of y'all go in the bedroom, and call each other on FaceTime. You have to find ways of being creative in the Rona. I know it's unconventional because dating is not the same as it used to be back in the day. People don't court like they used to do back in the day, but you can do that. It's possible. You just got to get a little bit creative with it. And that's how we do it. We haven't actually been on a date at a restaurant since we've been dating, because she's already had Rona before and I haven't had it, and I ain't trying to get it, and I already work in the health industry, so I'm not trying to get it. Even though I don't have contact with patients and I work at home, I still do have to go to my office once a month, and I've already had people at my office that have had it, so I have to try to be careful as well. You can't even get into the date part. I'm looking in the wrong places. Let me tell you something. When I met Bay, I met her because someone on Twitter that I know told me to try this dating app. Now, mind you, I had just got out of a situationship like a few months back. The person ghosted me, okay, because they couldn't be grown enough to just say that they didn't want to date me no more. They childish, okay. So I went on this app. They was like, oh, we'll go on this app, whatever. Bay hit the I think the like or the swipe right, whatever they do on the app, and she liked my picture, and that's how we started talking. And it was funny. The first FaceTime was on that same day, and she FaceTimed me with a head wrap, chilling in the bed, and she said, well, this is how I am. This is what you get. I'm not gonna be dolled up all the time. This is what it is. And I said, oh, okay. And I've been around her ever since. She's a Gemini. I know y'all be giving Geminis the blues, but I love Geminis. At 51, how can you find a man? Shoot, anywhere. Yeah, sometimes you can manifest it. Like I keep saying to y'all can manifest a partner. And it can come in any form. You ain't got to get on the online dating. But online dating now is online dating is crazy because people can make up anything that they want to make up about themselves online dating. You just have to kind of know how to fish through the BS. And so, so I mean, that's what I did. How long was I in Maryland? Ooh, 2005. 2005, I think, to like 2010. Yeah, my accent is present. Now, if you make my boo mad, her East Texas accent comes out and it's real country as hell. I find it funny when she gets mad. Was it a Lifetime movie? We watch whatever, whatever we agree to watch. That's what we watch. Whatever we watch, that's what we watch. Y'all have gotten her into Potomac because of everything that we talk about on All About the Tea with the panel. So she's now in watching Potomac. She's at season 4, I believe, and she says Candace is crying too much. So thank y'all, Teacups and panel, Monica Bishop and Players. We got her into Potomac. So yes, I melt to the stupid face when, I don't know, the girl got me doing the stupid face, Bishop. Don't ask me. She just got me doing the stupid face. And yes, Miss Bernice, you are correct. You will manifest what is in your heart. If you're broken and you're not ready for love, you will attract broken people. So really you have to, that's why I said the self-love is very, very important. Self-care, pour into yourself, affirmations every morning. And a lot of that has to do with, I tell people all the time, eat right, exercise. Because once you start eating right and you exercise, you start losing weight. It does change the endorphins, because the endorphins of the stress and everything like that, it changes the way you think as well. Meditate. I meditate twice a day. I meditate in the morning and I meditate before I go to bed. I listen to binary music at night that speak affirmations into you, because your subconscious, what you think in your subconscious comes through also. And I always come with love with people. If you give love, you always receive love back. You always get positive. you what you give is what you get. I still say that. I believe in the law of attraction. You don't believe in the law of attraction, you need to watch The Secret. Okay. I have introvert qualities sometimes too. The biggest thing that got me out, I forced myself to go out. So what I would do is one day a week, I would go and do something. Like my thing is going to the cigar bar. I like going to Twin Peaks. Sue me, okay? Sue me. Yes, it is a knockoff Hooters, but it's better, okay? I love going to Twin Peaks. I love looking at, I just like going to there. I would sit in the cigar lounge with the old heads, because I like being around old men. Is just, no, not old men are just weird, but they funny, and I would talk to a lot of older men that were rich. They were either rich or they worked at Fortune 500 companies, and I would sit there and talk about sports, shoot the breeze. We would watch UFC fights, and that's what I did. I forced myself to go out in different spaces, but to learn new things. You got to get yourself out there, because you can't date if you're not willing to put yourself out there. But put yourself out there only if you're ready to date. And yes, working from home does make me an introvert at times. Bay is like an introvert, but she does go out with her homegirl. They go to casino, they do stuff like that. And so she does get out. I lately have not been out very much since the pandemic started, because I'm just people breathing, coughing, nasty. I just can't do it. But that's just me. Okay, Running That Mouth says, hey, School, I'm sorry I'm late. I love your show. I'd like to see a panel discussion featuring all lesbian black women. I want to hear your take on politics, news, and career troubles. I necessarily don't have career troubles. I mean, first thing, you walk into a room with white people and and you black and you're a woman and you're a lesbian. I mean, me, yes, I do wear men's clothing, so it ain't like I can hide the fact that I'm a lesbian. It's just kind of like there. So, I mean, it's either you gonna hire me or you're not. If you don't see my work, then hell, I'll go somewhere else. That's just me. I've never really had career troubles, because I've always worked hard, and my work has always spoken for itself. I really don't talk about politics. I don't like to talk about politics. The reason why I don't like to talk about too much politics is because my military background. I don't like to talk about it. It's not something that I do. News is too depressing. I like the high vibe. Even though we do talk about really heavy topics on the panel. I keep that to the panel, and the reason why I keep that to the panel a lot of times, except for things that really resonate with me, is because I only want to pour love into the world, and I only want to pour high vibes. And sometimes if you bog your mind down with too much things that are negative, it will have you thinking negative, and it'll have you being negative. So I don't like to really mess with my energy and my spirit like that. But I do talk about those things on the panel every now and then. Like I said, if something really resonates with me, I will talk about it on the channel, but it got to be something that's really out there, that I find just out there. Yes, Bishop, the Geminis. Who, Jesus. Look, if you ain't had you a Gemini, I don't know what you're doing with your life. I don't know what you're doing with your life. Frisco, I didn't live in, well, I can't say I live in Frisco. Well, McKinney, I lived in McKinney. It was short-lived. I didn't really like living in McKinney. I never really felt comfortable in McKinney. No offense. I just didn't like living in McKinney. McKinney is not, the suburbs of Dallas, McKinney, Plano, Frisco, Las Colinas, those areas, those are for people with families and children. I don't have families. I don't have children. So that ain't somewhere where I would love to live at this point. Once I'm married to Bay and we have our baby girl, then we probably will live in a suburb. I don't know what suburb that we'll live in, but we'll probably live in a suburb. Yes, a Gemini will change your life. Okay, they're the most down-to-earth women I have ever met. And then, like I said, I'm also in a different place with love right now. I'm not where I was when I was broken. So it feels, like I said, love feels different when you're healed. That's the purpose of, you need to heal first so that you can attract the mate that is for you. Because as long as you're broken, you're going to keep attracting broken people. Oh, she finally made it to season 4. She still like Giselle. I don't know. She didn't really tell me nothing about Giselle. I know she got tired of Candace crying. The world's greatest entertainer. She got tired of Candace crying in the triangle tissues. So I don't know. She got to get a little bit further, and I'm gonna ask her. Hi, Monica Cox. She said, I'm recapping Bell Collective. I'm recapping Bell Collective with the panel. My thoughts on the show thus far. Jury's still out for me on it. I like it to a degree. I mean, the hair is terrible except for Latrice's hair. I think she need to give everybody some bundles. Other than that, I'm not really. I mean, the jury is still out for me. I'm still trying to figure it out whether I'm really wanting to. I don't, it's good, but Maria is coming off. I don't know. Y'all come back to me and let me get a little bit further, maybe 1 or 2 episodes, and maybe after the next episode I'll have a little bit more. Just like right now, it's cool. It's picking up a little bit, but the jury is still out for me on that. Oh, you from East Texas too? Yeah, y'all ain't nothing like a Southern woman. I tell y'all different. Woo! I didn't date East. I've dated women in California, Baltimore, DC, Texas. Down South women are totally different from East Coast women. East Coast women are different from West Coast women. All y'all is different, personality different, and it's different. So if you ain't dated in all circumferences, you haven't seen it. Mirage Bond, binaural beats to sleep is good. Does help with insomnia, but also too, if you like listen to the binaural beats with the affirmations, those are things that build into your mind. And the more you say affirmations, the more you'll bring positivity to you. I listened to an affirmation about wealth and wealth, the attracting of wealth. every day, typically if you're listening to it for at least 30 days at a time, you'll be surprised at the things that you attract. But you also still keep yourself high vibing, and don't be around things that are negative. Don't be around people, places, or things that are negative. You gotta cut that stuff out. Yes, Miss Bernice, yes, I do agree. When you're broken, you need love, and when you're healed, you need love. But when you're broken, you have to learn to love yourself. Because the thing is you set the tone of how you're going to be treated in your relationship. The way you love you, you have to learn to love you first. A lot of people's problem is that we've not had examples of what real love is. We haven't seen that in our households. So we have to go back to the basics of going to therapy and really addressing those issues that have caused us to have the issues in the relationships in love. And we have to address that. We have to let it go, and then we have to learn to pour love into ourselves. That's the reason for affirmations. Like, I do affirmations every morning. Affirmations tell myself I love myself. I'm comfortable with who I am. And even when I get upset, my favorite affirmation that says everything is always working out for you. Immediately I stop being upset. It's something that's helpful. Hey, school, you have to share your weight loss journey because of the pandemic. I've gained weight. Well, I can tell you a little bit now. I was at 150 pounds. And I started at 150 in July of 2019. I'm at I think the last time I weighed myself, I'm 118. So I've had over about a 30-pound weight loss. Biggest thing is back away from the table. The hardest thing about me living in the South is everything that we eat in the South. Every freaking meal, when you go somewhere with everybody, they got a starch. When I mean they have a starch on every freaking meal, we have a starch. Not just one starch, 2, 3 starches. Eating balanced meals, eating smaller portions. American portions are oversized. You got to eat smaller portions, less snacking and junk fooding. I don't buy soda. I don't buy, I very rarely do I buy soda. And if you see me with a soda on the live with All About the Tea with Monica, it's a Sprite. I don't drink any dark soda, and I very rarely drink it. Water is pretty much what I drink all the time. I do alkaline water for 7 days when I'm just trying to flush through my system as well. Vitamins. Working out. I work out. When I first started working out, I worked out for 30 minutes. Then I would jump up 15-minute increments. Right now, I work out for like an hour and 10 minutes on average, sometimes an hour and 15 minutes. Cardio is your best friend to slim down, especially with your stomach. When it comes to losing stomach weight, eat clean. Clean, by me eating clean means like oatmeal, eggs, stuff that doesn't make sugar. Sugar is what lays in your stomach. That's what makes your stomach protrude. Alcohol. Hate to say it, y'all. Alcohol has a lot of sugar in it. Anything with sugar is going to create carbs. Cut out your carbohydrates. I don't eat junk food. I do. Y'all see me talking about eating like spinach dip and stuff like that. But I don't eat a lot of junk food. I don't even go down the junk food aisle anymore when I go to the grocery store. Now, I will have ice cream in the refrigerator, because I do. But other than that, you have to change the way you eat. It's a lifestyle change. And a lot of people don't want to do a whole lifestyle change, but that's what you have to do in order to lose weight. And you have to stick with it. And you don't have to run out here and do an hour workout every day like I do. You build yourself up, even if it's walking 30 minutes around the neighborhood, if it's walking 30 minutes around the high school track. But you have to get yourself used to working out, because if you haven't been using those muscles for a long time, you lose the mobility in that. I pretty much just went on Amazon and bought me some resistant bands and started from there. Went on Pinterest, found me some exercises, and I started from there. You have to do better. You just have to change the way you eat. And I know for Black people, it's really hard for us to change the way we eat. We like to eat. We like to eat a lot of bad-ish. We do. We do. But that's pretty much it. And I work out. You know, I got tired. I didn't like the way I looked in the mirror, and I wasn't attracted to myself no more. I didn't find myself desirable. So when I worked out, it was for me and it wasn't for nobody else. Now, I still got the same flex with women. Women still liked me. Women still wanted to date me, but I wasn't comfortable, you know. And I didn't like my stomach hanging over my jeans. Like, that wasn't even cute. Miss Bernice, yes. Tamra, what Tamra need to do is slow down on them bundles. She got too many bundles in her head. It's too much. Too much. Cut back on the bundles. I don't know what it is. Some women in the South, y'all put too much bundles in. I don't know. Are you an only child? No. I have 2 siblings. I have a sister, which is my stepsister. We have the same father. Different moms. She's 20. I think my sister's 28. There's a 7-year span in age difference between me and my sister and my brother. So they're both 28. My brother and my mom was married to my stepdad, which we don't say step in my house. So my dad, he's 28. And so, no, I wasn't the only kid growing up. My mom had me at 17. So I was first before the rest of them came along. But I was raised with my brother. And not being the only child don't affect how you respond to a relationship. I just feel like what people don't realize, most psychologists will say between the ages of 0 and 7, what kids see as the example of parents, with the example of love that's placed in front of them and what they see at home, kids are like sponges. And what they see is what they see. And so that's, unfortunately, that's what they see. If they don't see anything positive and they see stuff that's negative all the time in toxic relationships, they absorb that in and they think that's how love is. We can break those generational curses by going to therapy and really healing ourselves and learning what love is. You have to teach yourself unconditional love. And a lot of times that's not taught. I wasn't taught that in my household, and I'll just be honest. Yeah, I had a 2-parent household, but my stepdad wasn't really around like that. He was a workaholic. He liked to work. But there wasn't nothing that we didn't have. We had everything that we needed. But as far as being a husband and a partner, he sucked at it. And that was just true tea. He sucked. He sucked. And that was it. How did I finally accept that I was gay? Because with me, sometimes I feel like I'm still having a problem accepting it. I stopped giving a fuck. Oh, excuse me. I was to the cuss like that. I stopped giving a shit about what people said about me. Because here's the thing. We struggle with it so much in the Black community with being gay because we're browbeat with the Bible, and we're told that because it's against the Bible that we can't love who we love and be who we are. For me, I think the biggest thing, and I'm about to cry, so if I cry, y'all, bear with me. I had to stop being afraid to be okay with me. And I think that's what people have to understand. When you have children that are gay, don't be so quick to throw them away. Because a lot of times, what they need is love. The world is not always kind to us. Being Black and being gay, it's hard in this world. It's already hard on us, 1, because we gay. Well, 1, because we Black. 2, you add the fact that you're gay and you're looking for acceptance and love from people. People don't realize that we're human too. We feel just like you feel. We just choose to be with the same sex in our bedroom. So why be judged for that? And I don't think that people understand it's not Christ-like to say or push down on people because you don't understand them. I think it's a lack of ignorance. We have a lack of ignorance in our own community a lot. And a lot of us choose to be that way. You can learn to be better than your parents, and you can learn to be better than the people that sat before you. But it comes with self-love and accepting yourself. I had to learn to accept who I was. And that was the biggest thing. Like, I was who I was. And I refused to let my family browbeat me into marrying someone who was a man and having children with him and ruining their life, because this is how I had to keep everybody happy. I realized I had to be happy for myself. And being me is what I'm happy with. So never beat yourself up for being you or being gay. That's how God made you. And that's how I feel. So you can love me or hate me, but I'm going to be me. Because I don't know how to be anything else but me. And I'm okay with that. So, the world's greatest entertainer, love yourself. You're beautiful inside and out. And don't let anybody tell you anything different at all. Because you deserve love just like everybody else. And if they don't like you, fuck them. Straight up. Because it ain't you with the problem, it's them with the problem. Miss Bernice, like you said, when you're full, stop eating. That's the biggest problem. Stop eating. Don't go back to the refrigerator. Sit down, stop eating. Or find other things to do, activities to do to keep yourself active. I think we sit down too much. We sit down too much. How do I stay motivated to work out? I set an alarm and I push myself. I get up. Even when I don't feel like getting up, I get my ass up. So, I get up. I go work out. And finding a time of the day that's really good to work out for you. Me, I'm weird. I like to be up early. So a lot of times, if y'all see me on my Twitter and I'm up at like 4:45, that's like me getting up on Reveille when I was in the military. So I'm usually up. I get up and I work out for an hour, and that's how I start my day. So for me, that's a good thing for me. You know what, Miss Bernice? I didn't even know that Amazon Prime has some good walking videos. Damn. See, Amazon got everything. I don't even be, and see, I got the Prime Video, pay for the Prime, and don't even really be on there like that. That's a daggone shame. No, I'm lying. The last time I was on there, I was watching A Different World. That was the last time I was on there. It's okay, princess. Like, I get emotional about things like that because us as Black people are already browbeat, and when you're gay and you're Black, it's worse. Because you really feel like the community don't accept you because of who you are. And they're always looking for something negative to say about you. So I want anybody to know that if you got kids that are gay, family members that are gay, the last place that they need to be judged is with family. Y'all need to learn to love folks for who they are. Okay? Learn to love people for who they are. We cannot help the way we are. I believe that I was born this way. I don't have an attraction to men. I want to put this out there because somebody had said this in one of the chats on Monica's Live this past week that I hate men. I don't hate men. I can't. How am I gonna hate somebody? I don't hate men. I don't have anything ill against the men. I'm just not attracted to you. I can kick it with you. We can go play ball. We can go to the mall. We can go pick up J's. We can even shop in the men's section with each other. I just don't have an attraction to you. But I would never hate. That's a part of me in my DNA. I don't hate people. That's not, I don't operate like that. So, you could, and this is the thing. People can say whatever they want to say about me on this internet. I know who I am and I'm secure about who I am as a person. And I can really give a damn about what anybody say. Thank y'all for the cyber love and hugs. It just, y'all gotta understand, like, that's some serious stuff, and we gotta do better in our community. We gotta do better, man. We gotta do better. And Miss Bernice says she's always had gays in her life, maybe family or friends that I accepted for who they were, and I love them. We definitely fight anyone who come. Hey, Miss Bernice, see, I need a soldier like Miss Bernice because she down to fight. I want everybody just to be treated the same, no matter what their sexuality is, because people's preference is people's preference. I really don't give a damn who anybody is doing in their bedroom, as long as it's not hurting somebody or it's not assaulting anybody or doing anything negative. I don't care what nobody do. Do what you do. That's your house and that's your business. That ain't that's not my place to even get up and involved in that. That's just I'm just not that type of person. But I don't like when people bully people, and I don't like when people make people feel bad about being them. Because at least they are being true to them. Because there's a lot of people out here that won't be true to themselves and walk in their truth. And that's something I believe in. Living in your truth. I believe in that. I've been in the cut watching. They got Chuck us in this. Hey, look, I love y'all, and we family, so we can have these conversations. We're family. We just have to do better. We have to do better. We have to do better on all fronts, because when I'm out here fighting for equality for Black people, I'm fighting for equality for everybody. I'm not fighting for one subsection. I'm not fighting for one set of people. I'm fighting for everybody, because I want everybody Black to do great. I want everybody to do Black to get their justice and get their just due and get everything that they deserve out of this life. I want everybody to win that's Black. I ain't sitting up here I only want this community, or I only want this community. No, I want everybody to win. I'm not selfish like that. And we got a lot of people that is selfish in the community. You got to stop. We got to stop doing that. Yeah, like I said, anything that starts, y'all, anything that is anything that makes sugar, stay the hell away from it and work out. That's all I can say. Work out, stay away from it. I'm gonna tell you, your working out helps your mental health. I struggle with anxiety and depression a lot. I don't take medication. I don't believe in that medication, because that stuff that had you zombied out, and that's what they want you to be all. That's what's wrong with people now. They're giving too much to the medication. I take the holistic route with a lot of stuff, because my grandmother, she's teaching me a lot about that, and herbs and vitamins, because my grandma went from taking like 72 medications a day to taking like 0. Except for I think she only takes a few, like for her blood sugar and like 2 other ones. But other than that, she takes 0 medications. So, and she's always telling me, God put everything on this earth that we need to heal ourselves. People just don't heal, just don't recognize it. So I don't take medication like that. And I refuse to take it for my anxiety and depression. So really actually working out helps with that, because it builds the endorphins to let the stress go, and it allows you to be able to do that. Also, meditation will help with that too. So if you have that, try that out. I'm telling you. Hey, that's all I can do is be me. I don't know how to be nothing but else but me. Bay is at her house where she resides at. We don't live together. Yeah, I think somebody asked me that. And I'm not, and I don't believe in living together until we're actually married. East or West Baltimore? I lived in the county. I lived actually off of Liberty Road, Old Milford Mill area. I mean, should I ride for my people? Hey, like I said, I believe in giving love to folks, and I believe in doing right by people. If you do right by people, you continue to be blessed. When you do wrong and you be nasty, you just don't. Hey, you'll see a lot of people that will not prosper because they ain't doing right by people. The world's greatest entertainer say, you like to do the lip syncs. You know what? I really have not been watching Drag Race this season, and I love me some RuPaul's Drag Race, and I haven't been watching it this season, and I really need to watch it. I'm really excited for the T.S. Madison experience. I can't wait for that. When that comes out on WeTV, I think it comes out March 4th. I'm definitely watching that. Is there any more TV that I really can? You know what? I think I missed. Did I miss the premiere of Queen Latifah's show, The Equalizer? Did anybody in the chat watch that? I think I missed that this past week. I need to put that on the DVR on my YouTube TV so I can watch that. But I do love Drag Race. I love me some Drag Race, and I used to go to the drag shows a lot way before COVID. I used to go to those a lot way before COVID in the neighborhood at S4. So if anybody's in Dallas, if you know about the neighborhood and you know about S4, they used to have drag shows in the Rose Room. I used to love going there. Oh, so it's on Sunday. Okay. I need to catch it. I haven't been watching it. You love not living together before marriage? Okay. If y'all don't know the tea about lesbians tend to move super fast. You'll date somebody for like 2 days and then all of a sudden they be moving in, you know, and so I don't believe in that. Like I said, when I healed myself, I changed my whole aspect of dating. We don't plan on living together. You know, she's been in situations where she's moved her life for people. I've moved my life for people. And so we're just not going to do that. I like having my own space. And when we get mad at each other, we can go to our own shit and and stay there. I don't believe in that. I think sometimes I don't like doing the shacking up thing. It ain't never been my thing. I did it one time with my first ex-fiance, Sheree. No, not Sheree from Housewives. Yes, her name was Sheree, but no, not Sheree Whitfield from Housewives. Sheree, we lived together and it just didn't work out. We didn't mesh and we didn't gel. And I think also because I was broken at the time and I was looking for a mother figure because I hadn't dealt with my issues with my mom. So that also didn't work. And then I don't, you know, and if we living together, you ain't not finna argue with me and put me out every 2-3 days because you pissed. I'm just not doing that. I like having my own space. So that's just me. I'm weird. And I'm very OCD. And it's cool because she's very OCD. So it's good being with somebody who's very OCD and clean too. So you can both be clean freaks together. But I don't believe in I don't believe in that. I think you need to have your own space until you come to that. Now, if you in a relationship and you choose to live together, that's fine. That's your business. But I don't believe that. I believe in you living in your own because what also that tells me is how responsible you are. Because if you tell me you ain't got no place to stay, that tells me you're not very responsible. That just tells me that. That's my opinion. I don't want to be with somebody who's not financially responsible or can't be financially responsible. Now, it's different if you don't have a place to stay because of something like COVID, you know, maybe Rona, you lost your place, so you had to go live with your parents. But I also look at the option of I always look at the thing too, like, okay, well, how motivated are you to get your own shit? Are you still coddling yourself, or you're still at home with your parents because your parents pay your bills? I have dated women that my last situationship, her mom paid her bills, and her mom coddled her, but also her father had passed away and he died, and so she became her mom's spouse. And so anything her mom said do, she did. And she was always up underneath her mother. Whereas her younger sister, she was out living her best life. She wasn't, even though her mom paid for her to do, you know, and took care of her, she still did what she wanted to do. She was very codependent on her mom, and that was something that I couldn't get down with. So no, I don't do homosexuals. I don't do people that can't maintain on their own, because I'm sorry. If me and you break up today or tomorrow, boo, you need to know that I need to know that you can maintain on your own, that you're not dependent on me. Also, if we are in a relationship and we are living together, also I need to know that if I lose a job today or tomorrow, that you can hold it down until I get a job. But I don't want you to get down to a point where I'm holding it all down and you just lazy and you don't want to work. Now, there is studs that do believe in having that control like men. They don't want their women to work, but they also be out here full out lying and cheating too. So that's a whole nother subject. But they do the same thing, but they like that to keep that control because they control the money and they assert them a certain lifestyle. And usually women like that have kids and they're dating someone, a stud that's got money, or they are high in the corporate world. It's a benefit for them to be with that type of person because they are taking care of them. I mean, I don't take care of nobody but my damn self. I ain't nobody. No, you better. Yeah, lesbian relationships can be toxic. I'm telling you that. I'm telling you. I've been in toxic relationships, so I understand that about myself. But I'm glad that I took that journey because my journey is able to help somebody else in their journey to getting better. And no, princess, we don't do homosexuals over here. I don't do hobos. I don't do the homosexual. Hey, more power to those that want to take care of folks. I don't pay nobody bills. And thank you, Veronica. I mean, I appreciate it. Like I said, I'm manifesting marriage. You know, I'm manifesting the 2-carat canary yellow diamond ring that she wants. Set in a halo setting, white gold with yellow gold. So we manifesting that. We gonna get the credit right. Thick Girl 40 says, I wish everyone had a heart like us. I teach my kids to treat people the way you want to be treated. That was the way we were raised, but it's scary because you don't want them taken advantage of. But I do want them to give back. It's a catch-22. You just got to instill in them, Thick Girl 40, that, you know, people ain't always going to have the same heart as you, but and teach them how to recognize when people are flawed so they don't spend that much time being around them. They can still care for them, but just keep them at a distance. You just, nowadays, people just ain't got no damn morals. It's a different way. It's a different way of doing things. It's a different way of society is totally different than what it used to be. You know, I was raised different now, and then when I see a lot of these Gen Zers coming up, we just ain't raised the same. I love them, but we ain't raised the same. You know, there's not active parents in the home. Parents are just really trying to be friends, and it's sad. I actually saw somebody on my Twitter said that there was a teacher, and they said that the kids know, like, the WAP song more than they know how to do mathematic homework or even read. They can't read nothing else, but they can read them lyrics. That's sad. That's really sad. I just want us to do better, but you know. And I mean, we wonder why we are last in the country, in the world, in education. It's really sad. Like, I was today in the convenience store, true story. I was going in there to get change. And I bought like some scratch offs or whatever. The dude, it took him 3 minutes just to count me out my change, which was like $17. He had to really count. He had to really count it, y'all. He had to really count it. Now, mind you, the thing is up on there saying how much he owed me, and he had to really count it. It was really sad. I was just like, damn, we didn't got like that. It's sad, y'all. It's sad. Yeah. I don't know if I'm saying it right. And Marashi Crystal said that is true. Some kids are so smart to work a tablet but can't write a full sentence. And it's sad. At 2 years old, you can work my phone better than I can work my phone. Now, I got an iPhone 11 Pro Max, okay? And they can work my phone better than me. There's a problem. And a lot of the daycares in Dallas and in like Plano and all the stuff, the kids, even in the daycare, have to have tablets. They learn off of iPads. Now, when I went to school, I had pen and a piece of paper. Now, that might be old school, but that's what we had. I didn't have no damn tablet, so I don't understand that. But that's how these kids learn, and I mean, it's sad. I mean, I'm looking at 6-year-old with a cell phone. Who in the hell are you calling at 6? Who is calling you? First, who is calling you? Why do you need a phone? Who is calling you at 6? I'm just confused. But hey, people, as a parent, I already know I'm finna be one of them old school parents. Okay, I'm gonna probably be all up in my daughter's business. Yes, we want to have a baby girl. And I'm praying that in vitro fertilization don't give us multiples, because God knows I'm gonna need Jesus and everything else. Y'all gonna have to pray for me on that. But we're putting that in the atmosphere. It ain't gonna be no time soon, probably like the next 2 years after we're married. And she wants to have kids. And so, yeah, we're gonna have dogs, kids. She's gonna have a she shed and her dispensary. She wants her dispensary so that she can make edibles. Hopefully Texas will be legal by then. And I don't know what I'll be doing by then. Whatever God say I'm supposed to be doing, I'll be doing. And you know what? Big girl 40, because you raising your kids right, your kids always be blessed. God got them. God has them. Don't worry. Yeah, well, the education been out in America. These people nowadays, they just, everybody want to be the next rapper, or fashion designer. That's just where it is now. Princess said, I didn't even allow my kids to have smartphones until high school. The only reason they had phones, period, was because I worked a lot and they needed to talk to them. And see, that's cool. I didn't even get a cell phone until I was in high school, and I had to pay for my own shit. My mom wouldn't even pay for my damn phone. So I mean, but when I see 6-year-olds and 8-year-olds with cell phones, and they come by my house all the time because I got one of them door cams, so I be watching. They got phones, and I'm like, who in the hell is calling y'all? What's going on here? What in the hell? But hey, if you like, that's what you love it. My kids won't be having them. But I'm finna be old school with my daughter. And them knucklehead little boys or little girls, whatever she decides to date. Because I'm telling you right now, just cause kids have gay parents don't mean they be gay. Okay, I want y'all to understand that too. That's but as long as she's happy, I'm happy. We cool. But I'm telling you, I'm gonna be one of them. I'm going to be the stud mom that pulls up to the school with the track suit on, like the old men. Okay, and I will get out and I will fight a kid because I am 5 feet tall and I still look like a damn kid. I will fight your kid. I'm just telling you that right now. I slap somebody. I fight your kid. I fight your kid. I'm gonna be that parent. But I'm also going to teach my daughter values and be old school. I want my kids to it's gonna be a tough world for them to live in because this world is wicked. It's wicked, but that it's just the world that we live in. And Princess, you're right. Stop letting these damn devices raise your children. Matter of fact, stop letting these rappers and everybody raise your kids and these social media figures. They're not parents. You need to be the role models for your own kids. Kids are missing role models in the home. That's what's missing. It's not there no more. What should you rap about? What if you didn't go through a lot? Rap about what makes you happy. Rap about even if you didn't go through a whole lot of struggle. Rap ain't got to be about struggle. When rap first started and you had Rappers Delight and all that stuff back in the day, they didn't always rap about struggle. Like, people rapped about positive stuff. You can rap about positive stuff. You can rap about things that make you happy. Shit. Rap about what's in your heart. When I write poetry, because I do write poetry, I either write something or something comes off the top of my head every morning to Bay before I start work or before I work out. Well, she has something every morning when she wakes up. And I always write something positive. Because I speak life into her so she can speak life into me. Speak life into people. Give something positive. You 13 and you don't know what to rap about? Rap about what you go through at school. Rap about the things that you see on an everyday basis. Rap about whatever makes you happy. Rap about what's in your heart. Kids 11 to 12 and you above can have a phone, but they don't need to have all the apps such on them. Use the phone to keep the contact with them. Oh, well, see, parents can control those apps. I mean, I could control if like my mom on my phone plan. I could control the apps. I control my mama download, but you mean she grown. She 50-something years old. I'm not finna control what she downloads. But I understand. Parents have the ability to control those things. Parents don't control it. Hey, it is what it is. They got locks. Well, I mean, at 13, you ain't really seen real. I mean, I'm just gonna be honest. I mean, I'm 34 going on 35, and I'm still learning every day. So I don't know what type of environment you grow up in. So I can't tell you what to rap about. All I can tell you is to rap about what's in your heart and what you want to rap about, and let it come off authentic and be you. That's the only thing I can tell you to do. Always stay true to you, whatever you do. Yes, that girl 40 these dang apps and tablets is dumbing down our kids. They don't know how to type. Let me tell you something. My mom is a school bus driver. She was taking some high school kids home and they didn't even know their address. They're in high school. They didn't even know their address. So that just tells you a lot right there. So education is key. Reading comprehension is key. And, being around positive things. And that's really sad. So, and I guess I'm gonna say this: kids now have more power than the parents because the government has allowed them to have more power than the parents. So parents really can't discipline children like they used to be able to discipline them back in the day. So that to me, I think that has changed the values and the way the world is working. But education is key. It's sad. Yeah, high schoolers. They know their address. Damn shame. And couldn't even actually give her the directions of where to go or what streets to turn at. Like they didn't even know that either. So she was like, I don't even know what y'all want me to do. She said, because I can't be riding around on this bus just going around in circles trying to figure out, where y'all live. So it just was a hot mess. Chris said she said your daughter pissed you off once. She didn't know her address. She wanted to go somewhere and didn't know the address. I love kids to death, but kids got to start really being aware of their surroundings too. And I think being aware of your surroundings and also teaching your kids how to pick and choose their friends plays a major part to me. Pay attention to your kids because I'm telling you, some of these raggedy friends they got, their parents don't give a damn about them, but you might give a damn about your kids. They don't give a damn about their kids. Um, you know. What about Atlanta? I don't want to visit Atlanta. I don't have a desire to go to Atlanta. Ever. No offense. I just don't have a desire to go there. I've lived in all black cities and I I don't have a desire to go there. Babe said that would be one of the places that she would want to live at one point, if she would like to live there. There, Florida. We talked about there, Florida, and somewhere else we said we would live. But no, I don't have a desire to go to Atlanta. Atlanta's just... what do I think about Megan's Crybaby video? I like Megan's Crybaby video. I like Meg the Stallion because she's a stallion and she's tall, and I like tall women, and she fine, and she got booty cheeks. But I do love Meg. I love Meg a lot. There are ways to adjust to changes. I work with kids. It's all about teaching them how to manage and express their thoughts, emotions in healthy ways. And it is. It also, there is ways. But also parents need to learn how to communicate with their kids, not just communicating with their kids via devices. It's about having open and honest conversations and being able to have those conversations. It's just parents are not, they're ill-equipped, and they're not really trying to learn how to speak to their kids. Yes, Big Girl 40. We all know how I feel about Atlanta. And there's no shade. I've lived in an all-black city. I've lived in 2 all-black cities. Well, I lived in Baltimore, which is black. I visited DC a lot, which is blackity black. Chocolate City. I don't have a fantasy to living in all-black city. I don't. It's not my desire. I think Atlanta is overrun anyways. It became the hot spot where everybody wanted to be. And I don't have a desire to go there. I've never liked, I never had a desire to go to New Orleans, and I've never had a desire also to go to Mississippi, Alabama, anywhere else in the South. I've never had a desire to. Actually, I never even imagined me living in Texas, to be honest with you. But I'm here. Weird, but I'm here. Cardi's video was cool. The song is, for me, it's okay. I'm not impressed by it. It's cool for what it is. I really didn't like WAP like that. I thought Meg out rapped Cardi on her own song, and it was okay, but it wasn't all that. I think I probably listened to it on my Apple Music maybe less than 100 times. So it's cool. Yeah, the discipline. But hey, spare the rod, spare a child, is what they used to say, old school. Kids just, they ain't raised the way they used to be, I'm gonna go ahead and block somebody right on the bottom of the chat. I don't have moderators right now, so I have to do that, and I don't want that negativity or that vibe inside the chat. Well, there's always been since the 80s and 90s that songs will be better than the sometimes the songs will be better than the video. The videos will be better than the actual songs. It's just, music for me right now is not creative at all. It's not as creative as it used to be. The industry has changed. The standard has changed, and it's just not I don't know. It's not the same. I don't know about, hold up, I don't know about the ATL, and I'm new to social media. ATL is just not for me. I don't have a desire to go there. I can't tell y'all why. I just don't have a desire to go there. I just don't. You're in New York and you want to move south only because of weather. I like the weather in the South. I was born and raised in Arizona. Okay, our weather was, a winter time was 65, anywhere between the 50s and 60s. Okay, that was winter. Okay, when I lived in Maryland with the snow and all that BS, I got tired of the snow. Came down here. Yeah, if you don't like the weather in Texas, wait 15 minutes, it'll change and it'll give you something different. But we don't have the harsh winters. So I do love living in the South because of the weather, and Texas is not bad. And I like it here. It's a lot slower than the East Coast. Slower, meaning in pace and everything in fashion and things like that is slow. And I've had it's been an adjustment. I've been here 10 years and it's still an adjustment for me to adjust to the pace of the South, because it's behind to me. It has come up a lot more, but it's slow paced to me. I don't understand what they saying. My mama be calling me, asking me what the Migos be saying, and I be telling her, I don't know, mama, I don't know. And to me, I could probably rap better than them, and I'm not even a rapper. There's no bars, there's no metaphors, there's no lyricism anymore. It's just either look half naked so they can market you, or look like a burnt piece of beef jerky with tattoos and dreads. It's really not anything that I want to do. You want to go to? I don't want to go to Atlanta. I don't know. Thick girl 40. Look now, it ain't now. Damn, Atlanta is not Wakanda. No, no. And what's being exposed in Wakanda right about now? I know I don't need to be down there. Thank you. Know your worth. I love you. You're a moderator over with the tea, cuz I be seeing you in the chat. I'm glad you caught me. The girl for you don't want to know what the hell they saying in these rap songs. I don't want to know what they saying. My mama be like, "What are they saying? Who is that?" I don't know. A lot of time, I'm 34 going on 35. I don't know who half of the people is on when they come on the stage on the BET Hip Hop Awards. I don't know who them people is. Don't ask me. I be telling my mom, stop calling me. Don't ask me who them people is. I don't know. I don't know. I done got to that age where I'm starting to get to that age where I'm getting older, and that young hippity hopper music, that ain't for me. Don't give me some Teddy Pendergrass, give me some Al Green, give me some the Whispers, give me some old school music, okay? I don't want this new stuff. Y'all ain't, even the new R&B is trash. And everybody sound the same. All the Chris Brown songs are starting to sound the same. You give me a 40 song album, and all the damn songs all the songs in there, I'm sitting up here like they sound the same. What's going on? So no. So I'm not into it. I'm not into it. I'm 35. I'm getting old. And you know what? And they down there. They about to have an All-Star game the week of March. I think it's March 7th. They have an All-Star week in Atlanta. Now, we got a lot of COVID cases and we're spiking. I live in Dallas County and Bay lives in Tarrant County, and we're in the two highest counties right now. We actually had like 1,400 cases on one day last week and another additional 34 deaths. Okay, our governor really ain't doing shit. Greg Abbott he's a Republican. He one of them people that supported Trump. So, it kind of is what it is. You just have to take care of precautions for yourself. But no, I don't give a damn about Atlanta. I'm not going down there. Y'all can go down there and fool la la with them peoples. I'm not going down to Atlanta. I don't have a desire to go to Atlanta. I don't care about Atlanta like that. And this weekend is the Super Bowl in Tampa Bay, and I done seen every damn celebrity that I follow down there, and all the thoughts is down there too. So I'm good. I'm good, love. Enjoy what y'all doing down there. I ain't got a desire to go down there. So I'm gonna give y'all about another 5 minutes. because then I'll be on here 2 hours and I'm gonna just go chill. I think I'm gonna go catch up on Little Women Atlanta, and I'll be online tweeting about that. And I think I'm with something else, and I'll probably watch a movie tonight. I need to go ahead and finish Bling Empire because I did not finish that yet. I think I'm almost to the end. Of course, I'm old school. I'm telling you, I'm like somebody grandfather in the tracksuit without the tracksuit right now. That's exactly what I'm finna be. Yeah, the case is about to go sky high. Oh yes, and the girl for you, I do gotta go watch Love and Marriage Huntsville tonight for the review tomorrow that we're doing with the panel. We're doing that, and we're doing Bell Collective. I watched Bell Collective earlier this morning, so I watched them. I do need to go ahead and do that. And even if I don't get to Love and Marriage Huntsville tonight, I'll probably get to it tomorrow morning. I think I might go back and watch this Ignorant-ish on Growing Up Hip Hop Atlanta, just because it's not that I really want to see it, but I'm just curious. I've been seeing a lot of tweets going up, and Thick Girl 40, you've been adding me to some tweets about the show, so I might go back and look at that a little bit. Other than that, that's probably what I'm doing for the night. Until Bae decides to come over, and she doesn't decide to come over because she got a little tickle in her throat, and I told her to stay over there, but I don't know what that is. I seen that clip where Martell pulled up to that house unannounced, and see, he irks my soul for some reason, and I just want to fight him, and I don't even know him. I don't know that man like that, but I want to fight him in ways, and I shouldn't even be wanting to fight people like that, but I do. There's something about him. I want to fight him. I really want to fight him. I don't know why. Oh, and I do want to thank everybody that has bought and purchased shirts. They are $25. I did put the link inside the description box in this video. The links are also in my thanking y'all, in my IG and on my Twitter. I do have we do have a giveaway that's going to come up in March, and we do have a new a line that I am collaborating with the Maniacs company with. So that will be coming out in March as well. We're going to do a live with them as well to launch about the line that will be coming out on their website. So that'll be happening in March. I don't know what day we'll be doing a live, but we're gonna do that. But that's coming up. So we're gonna have a giveaway. We're gonna have a new line that's gonna be a line exclusively for me. It's gonna be on their website, and I will be doing an unboxing, probably live with them as well. And then I'll show all of the products, and then I'll also probably gotta get a photo shoot or something together for all of the product looks, and then I'll probably put a video linking it into all of the social media so y'all can order. But currently right now we have 3 shirts that are available for ordering. Any shirts that are above 3X that y'all might need, when you order, after that you can go ahead and email them directly, and then on that email just let them know you need a bigger size. If you need a size bigger than 3X, I know a lot of people like room in their shirts, and I will say that the shirts do shrink just a little bit because they are 100% cotton. So if you want to get a size up just to be on the safe side, then do that. And then we're working to try to get a discount code going too. So once I get all of that information, I'll let y'all know, and then y'all can but if anybody wants to purchase before then, y'all let me know. Either hit my DM or look on my IG or on my Twitter. The links are there and in my bios on both of those platforms. look there. If for some reason you can't, on IG, I don't know why it is, you can't click directly into it. You gotta copy and paste it. So if you gotta copy and paste it and you still can't get it, DM me and I will send you the direct links for the 3 different style shirts, and then y'all can go ahead and purchase from there. It'll take you directly to the website. So y'all do that. But any support that Black business, y'all. The Mania's clothing company. Please support that Black business. It's Black History Month. We got to start supporting the Black businesses even more, and we got to start doing that more. So if y'all can't get those links to work, y'all DM me, whether it's on Twitter or y'all DM me on IG, and I'll get y'all the links so y'all can go ahead and get that. Hey, Style. So yeah, if y'all want the links for that stuff, go ahead and let me know. Like I said, it's all in there. We got the line coming out in March. We cooking some things up in behind the scenes. So man, y'all be ready, get ready, because I'm gonna be doing some stuff coming in March. So we got some things in the pot. We stirring it up and we getting it going. So we're gonna have that line dropping. It's gonna be amazing, and y'all will love it. I saw actually one of the items. It is, y'all gonna really like it. I like it. So y'all have an amazing evening. I'll be back here tomorrow with the panel on Monica's page on All About the Tea. We're gonna be breaking down Bell Collective, and we're gonna be breaking down Love and Marriage Huntsville. So make sure y'all watch tonight so that y'all can watch the review. If y'all don't have cable, we'll break it down for the review tomorrow. So like I said, support, buy some merch, get some shirts, support that Black business. Also, I'll be back sometime this week with a solo live, in which y'all can ask me questions again, hot topics. We can do whatever I come up with. I will try to get some videos out this coming week. Just been kind of swamped with work, my regular job, so I apologize. So if sometimes during the week I'm not as active on social media, training at work, or I'm busy during daytime, and so I can't get to y'all, but I do try to get to y'all as much as I can after work. So I work hard so I can play hard with y'all later on. So thank you for everybody that listened and watch the live tonight. I will definitely get back with y'all. I love y'all. Continue to high vibe. Continue to love people. Stay blessed. Stay highly favored. And stay safe. Mask up. Put your mask on, okay? Because these people out here breathing on people. You don't know where they've been. They're just nasty. I love y'all for real, though.